guys, this is Dalia. Welcome back to my channel. Today I am coming with a mid-year whip parade. I know it's been a month since I do a video besides the collaboration that I did with a company. I have not stitched that month. Only I stitched one thing, finished it, and I have not stitched ever since. But I am going back on it. As you can see, I changed room. So now this is where I keep my my whips, the cubes. I put, that's my TV, but I put that there now for the video because you see the reflection of the light of the lamp, so it won't be annoying. I just put that there, but that goes in another wall. And so I am coming, like, I haven't stitched or nothing. So I'm coming with my mid-year parade. So everything that I have worked in 2024, whips and new projects. I have a total of 140 projects ongoing. And so far in 2024, I have stitched 42,887 stitches. I have stitched it over 57 days out of the 2024, the 6 months that's going now, well, 7 months. I stitched for 159 hours. I have stitched in 72 projects total. And out of those 72, 45 was new start. And I have finished 10 projects, and I have touched 33 of my old whips, so it's not bad for the year. I mean, I can't complain. It's been great. So I am gonna go to every single one of those projects. So it's a total of 64 projects that I'm gonna show. I am going to tell you the times that I work on and how many stitches the whole project has on, not individual how many times. So it's just the stitches as the total of the stitches of the project. But before I start, let me show you what I finished. So I finished this, but I changed a lot of things in order to finish it. I just did the inside border. I didn't do the outside border. I didn't do all those stars and all that stuff because if not, I'll never finish it. So it is finished, but I have not fully finished it. I gotta do that so I could make the little pillow. So yeah, so I finally finished it. Now I gotta fully finish it, so it has the reminder of the 6 months because the new Chinese New Year is sometimes in February 2025. So let's start. I do have an order. So this is not my number one. It not means that it's the number one that I started, because I started feeling the gaps that I have in my numerical system. So I put this one in number one, but that doesn't mean I started it years ago. And what I have here is the March Bitty Bow. And I have not started the pillow yet. And this is what I have so far. So I worked on this 5 times, and it has a total of 402 stitches. It is almost done, so next time all I gotta finish is this heart here, and let me see if I could show you. Where is it? So all I gotta finish is this border right here with these 5 flowers and the leaf. So that's all I gotta do to finish the back, and then I gotta start the pillow. But this is something that I will focus next year when we get in, you know, if it comes out when I pull out numbers in my rotation, then I'll work on it. But if not, I'll focus on it in January so I could have it done. I fell off the wagon on that. I had them all bought. So the next one that I have is also it's a March, the March minis that I was doing, and this one it's a finish whenever it comes out, because all I gotta do is those little white flowers and fully finishing. And that is the March row. This is the last one I did. I haven't purchased none of them. I gotta buy them because I still want to do them. I still got the February done there. I haven't taken them out. You can see it. You can see it right there, the February one. I haven't taken them down. It's too cute. So yeah, and this one I worked 6 times and I have a total of 415 stitches in it, and I'm using a 14 count Ada that I have in my stash. I'm trying to put them back in order because I don't want to do a mess, and like that will be easy to just put it back in the thing. The next one that I'm going to show is my advent animal. I don't know how many stitches because apparently I didn't use the app when I worked on it. I worked on it 3 times, but apparently I didn't use the app because I cannot find it in the app. It's this alligator that I hate the most. It is almost finished too. I think next time it comes out it will be a finish, because all I'm missing is finish that number, fill out his mouth, the top of the hat, the snowflakes, and the border. That's all I have. So it could be a finish next time. I don't know how many stitches I had put on it because, like I said, and there's a mistake here that's why stopped me, because I want to stitch it over, and it looked like that one. Oh, that's the thread. The thing is still there. So yeah, so I'm 1 stitch over, and I'm supposed to put another stitch there, and it has so many mistakes because I hate it so much. It has so many mistakes, but I'm determined to finish it with mistakes and all, so I could get done with it. And that is my advent calendar. I still got 20 something of these things that I gotta do. This is just a few, but it's 25 of them, and I had done 1. That's my second one. So yeah, I still have a long to go, but that's the only one that I really don't like, the alligator. Okay, the next one that I have, it is and I'm using 14 count blue Ada that I purchased by the yard years ago. The next one is it's a kit. It's called Snow Street. This is a full coverage. I have worked only 1 time in 2024, but I have worked on it previously. It has a total of 978 stitches, and I am, like, it's a full coverage. I will give you % of the full coverage. I'm at 2.5%, so that is where I'm at. This one has some mistake too, but I left it like that. I'm not gonna fudge with it. So, and those pieces is supposed to be French knots, but I'm gonna be using white beads, and I'm using the 14 count Ada and threads that came in the kit. So that's that. Try not to stay too long on it to see if, oh, let me show you. This is the cover right here. I still love the project, so I'll continue working on it. I think there's one that in here that I am gonna UFO it. I'm trying not to. Let me put it here. It doesn't fit there. Okay, the next one, it's a new star, but like I have the number 14 open, so I filled the gap, and it is Kringle. It is by Little House Needlework. I'm working right here, and this beige is hard to see. I only work on it one time, and it has 76 stitches, and it's right here. There you go, you can see them right there. Those are all I have. I'm using a 14 count opalescent that I coffee dye myself, that I got in AliExpress with a kit, but then I changed the fabric from that piece, and I kept that fabric. So that was Kringle. Put it here. Try not to. The next one that I worked, it was a restart the beginning of the year. It is Miss New Year Fairy. I started this in 12/31/2018, but I restarted 3 times. I'm using Victoria Moto colors. I changed the colors for my own colors. And this is the fabric. Is a 14 count Aida fabric that I hand dye myself. And this is what I have. So I have 381 stitches here. That's it. Well, 381 stitches in there. Love the color of that fabric. So that is Miss New Year Fairy. The next one and I'm working is my Haunted House Mansion. I think that was my January whip coat, which I fell off the wagon on that too. This is a tiny modernist piece. I started this on 1/1/2019 for the 12 days of Stitchmas back in 2019. The fabric that I'm using is a 14 count or 18 count. It is a 18 count Aida that I hand dye myself. And for next year, I'm gonna start, when I do my end of the year with parade, I am gonna throw pictures and keep those pictures, so when you do the new year, the mid-year parade, I could put side by side how it was and how, because this was a whip, and I mean, I could tell you all I had. All I had was the first, I think the first two line purple. So I added I finished the second line, and then I added all that. But yeah, I'm gonna start doing that. I am gonna start keeping when I do the end of year with parade, I'm gonna throw pictures, save them, so when I do next year mid-year parade, you could see the difference. But I could tell you what I did. So yeah, this one I finished the second line. I think it was a line and a half. I finished it, and then I did all that, and I worked on it twice, and it has a total 854 stitches. Can't wait to come out with this one. And the fabric is I hand dye it myself. Love the way it came out. So yeah, so that is my Haunted House. Oh, it's a big fabric. Okay. So yeah, so that is that one. So just put it back. I'm using call for. Okay, the next one, it was a new start, but again, I had the 22 number open, back open. So I put it, it's a patron Teresa Coger Patreon thing, is My Heart is Fat. So it was a new start. I started it on Stitch Mania 2024 on 5/6/24. And this is all I have. I changed the color of the dress because I didn't have the color they called for. And I worked one time and I did 81 stitches. So that's what it's there. I gotta come back because it's I've been, June was a very, very difficult month. So, but I'm coming back. I'm coming back. So that was my Heart is Fed new start. Put it there. I'm throwing out. Don't fall. Hold on. Don't fall back there. Okay. So, okay. The next one is. Hold on. Okay, I forgot to grab my what I have in the scrub roll. My thing is falling. Hold on. My Q snaps. So what I have in this Q snaps. So the next one that I'm gonna show you is a restart. It is my Mirabilia Gypsy Queen. I work on it 3 times. I started this on (3/10/20), but I restarted it on, and I'm using Caramel Kiss 16 count Ada fabric, and this is where I'm at. So I'm working on her hair. So that's what I have. That is 366 stitches that I have done on her. She's supposed to be a focus piece. Maybe, I don't know. I'm still trying to figure it out how I want to work things. So okay, the next one that I'm working on, that I worked on, okay, no, I could put. It is a Butterfly Girl. It is a printed full coverage kit, which I love. It's this girl right here. She is big. I started her on 4/10/2020, and I didn't touch it until this year. And I touched it twice because she was part of my beginning of the year whip go. And she has a total of 998 stitches. And they are right here. Her face, her neck, her hair over here, this over here, and this right here. I love, love, love this piece. She is a Mama Yama. She is big. But I can't wait to work on her again. So yeah, that's all I have done so far. Still love this piece. So I still want to continue working on it. So that was my Butterfly Girl. Around in my, like, when an hour, so I had to go feed my dog. The next one that I'm working on is my Pride and Joy. She's my Pride and Joy, but I don't work on her. It is my 4-gun. She was a restart. I started a mini back in 2020. I started her as a mini. But after I seen a couple of people finish it, I didn't like the way it looked. So I restarted it as a full, as a regular size. And in this girl right here, 4-gun. Can't wait to work on her. She is my focus thing, which I'm trying to figure something out for when I return to my stitching, so I could touch her, because I really want to, let me show you. So I'm using a 4/18 count white, like that, white fabric that I got Hobby Lobby, Joanne, I don't know. So that's all I have so far, because it's a restart, and the other one I was very practically her hair was done. But so all I have is 450 stitches here. That's it. Yeah, I was very advanced. I was advanced in the other one, and that one I am in 0.2%. So that was my gone, and I have it in these bags that I bought at Hobby Lobby in clearance until I make the ones that I gotta make. The next one that I did, oh, let me, just I'm trying to put it in order so it's easier to put it back in the shelf when I'm done. So this is the key. This is one that is supposed to be finished in 2024. I think next time I work on it could be a finish. Is the key. This is by Barbara Anna Design. I started this in Stitch Mania 2020. I'm using a 14 count blue Ada that I purchased by the yard back in 2020, the same way I bought the white one. So this is what I have. So I think she could be a finish next time I bring out. We'll see. We still got July, August, September, October, November, December to see if I could finish the 24. I mean, I have finished 10, but out of those 10, 2 were from the 24 finishes, which was this one and the Black Hearted Queen. Those are 2 from the ones that the other ones is minis that are small ones that I finished. Okay, the next one is another one that is supposed to be finished in 2024. This definitely will be a finish next time I bring it out. It's this one right here. This was a free pattern back in 2020 when the pandemic. It was by Tiny Modernist. I started it on 5/3/20 for Stitch Mania. I'm using my own color combination of Victoria Moto and color and cotton, and they all tangled together. So that is that, and this one will be a finish when next time it comes out. I worked on this one in my retreat when I went to the retreat in April. That's why I was able to do a lot. Which all I have is to finish this, fill out the house, do the white fences, and do 3 bobbins here and 1 bobbin there. That's all I have. And the scissors. So she is almost done. So next time this one will be a finish. This one will be my next finish once I return. Hopefully this week I work on it. I work on some and do a floss tube coming up. Okay, the next one is a DIY pandemic. This is a piece that I created myself. I use this frame that it was from Tiny Modernist for stitch along, but the frame was free. I was gonna do the stitch along, then I decided not to do it. So when 2020 hit, there was a whole bunch of little patterns given away. So I did a recopilation of them, and then I created this. So far I have finished 2, and this one I worked 1 and I put 144 stitches. I started working on my third block. So this is the one that I did now in when I worked in 2024, and I did the word breathe. It's supposed to say just breathe and some flowers. This is the one I'm working on, just breathe, and the flowers here and the butter. I'm not doing this part at the bottom so it could fit in my in the thing. And so far this is what I have done. So each block is individual, so that's why all I have is 144 for this one. This one is completely done. All I got is finish the border here. This one is done completely too. All I got is extend the border, and this one I gotta finish it and close the border, and then start the border for the ones inside. This is huge. This is gonna be huge too. So I have no clue what I'm gonna do with it, but I still like it, and I still want to continue working on it. I'll figure it out whenever I finish it. So that is my DIY pandemic. I just named it that. So you cannot find that if you Google DIY pandemic, nothing will come up. That is something I invented. So that is my DIY pandemic. Okay, the next one is supposed to be another one that I finished in 2024. I'm working on that. This is a pattern that I got from the internet in 2018. I started it on Stitch Mania 2020 on 5520. I'm using a 14 count confetti fabric by Fabric Flair, and this one when I started it when I grabbed it, all I had done was, like, I think it was this right here. That was the only thing that I had done. So I add all this. So it has a total of 242 stitches, but this was what I started with, and this is so far what I have. Needle minders, they're all done by me, except a few. So that was my Paris with Rose, and it doesn't have a name. I just named it that. Still love it. Okay, the next one is a summer banner by Doreen Jones. I using a 14 count Ada that I bought by the yard. I started this in Stitch Mania 2020, and I worked for Stitch Mania 2024 on it. And all I did was started this M. So all it has is 82 stitches. So I started with that, and then all I added was these stitches right here. That's all I did. But in my book, every stitch counts. So I'm happy with the progress. Sorry that I'm off frame, but I have my bag right here, and I have another bag here. Okay, the next one, it is another one that I touched for Stitch Mania 2024. I started it on Stitch Mania 2020. Be Just You by Jardine Privet. This one I didn't do much. All I did was align from the dress, because I was tired that day, and all I did was 50 stitches, which is one line of the dress. So I started with this, and I just added one more line. That's it. And I'm using a 14 count Ada Touch of Pink by Roche that I purchased at 123 So that was that one. The next one is another one that I took. Oh, and that one, just be you, is supposed to be a 24th finish. So we'll see. This one, it is Good Intention by Kathy Barrett. I am changing all those colors completely for more vivid colors. So these are the colors that I'm using for that. And I'm using a 14 count touch-up pink by Wilchit. And I started this on Stitch Mania 2020 5/8, and I worked it this, and what I did was, I think I was halfway. I was up to here, I think, for the thing. So I finished the border, and I started working on the letters. Again, another one that I love. I still love all my pieces. So that was Good Intention by Kathy Barrett. The other one that I worked is a Quaker cross stitch. This was a free piece back in the 2018, 2019. That's when I found it. It's this right here. I don't know if you could still find that. I'm using a 14 count. I started it on Stitch Mania 2020. 5/9/20. I worked on it on Stitch Mania, and the little Stitch Mania that I did on 2024. I using a 14 count carob fabric by Picture This Plus. And oops. And what I did is, sorry. So what I did, I had this done. So I had this hexagon halfway. So I finished the hexagon and I started working on that. That's all I did. So it has a total of 144 stitches. That's what I put, because when I enter it in the app, I didn't have the previous stitch information. I know I have it somewhere in the digital planners or the other planners that I was using back then, but I was not in the mood to look for it, so I just put it as a new start. So it only has 144 stitches, and that's what I put in May. Okay, the next one. I'm trying to go a little fast because I don't want to make it too long. Little House Needleworks, Houses of Needleworker. All I'm doing is, I'm omitting this part right here, the alphabet and that border. No, the border, I'm gonna move it up. I'm not doing the alphabet, it's just Home Needlework, my name, establish, the border, the house. All I did, it has 286 stitches as a complete project. So I had the roof done, that part of the roof done. So when I picked it, I just started working on the house. So that's all I have for that one. These patterns were very popular back in 2020 when I started them. Okay, the next one that I have, it is my a little gem from Hands Across Design, the checkboard house. I changed the colors of the house. I'm using 3 shades of pink for the house. Everything else stay the same. This one, I'm doing it in a 28 count even weave in ivory. I started it on 5/11/20 for Stitch Mania 20, and I worked on it for Stitch Mania 24, and it has a total of 312 stitches. What I did was, I 3 colors already done, like this 3 first color, this first color. So I added this one right here, the light pink in the top, and then this light pink, and then I did this 4 other checkboards. So that's what I did when I worked on it. This is a 28 count, so it's tiny. As you can see, the stitches are very, very tiny. So I gotta use special glasses for it, and it takes me a little longer. It's a slow stitch for this. When I work in 22, 20, and 28 counts, it's a slow stitch. Okay. The next one, it's called Needle Walker's Home. It was a free pattern that was floating in 2020. I'm using a 14 count Ada from my stash. And this one I had Home Is, and then I had NE. So I finished Needles. I finished Wear Mine, and I started the threads. Here is supposed to be this ampersand and back stitch, which I have not done yet. So yeah, good progress, good progress. Okay. Okay, the next one. That needle worker is supposed to be a finish for 2024. The next one that I'm working is Frida, Viva la Vida. It's an Anna Barbara design. I'm not doing the sun and the rays. I'm just doing her down. So that is that. And I only worked it one time, and it has a total of 439 stitches, and this is all I have. Her forehead, her eyes, her eyebrows, and then her hair, started her hair. That's all I had. The fabric is 14 count Ada, hand dyed by me. I got more than what I need, but it's okay. Then I have my Frida bag. Bags are created by me also. If they're not the plastic by Amazon and Temu, they are created by me. All the fabric bags are created by me. Okay. I like to do a little bit of everything. I sew, I cross stitch, I scrapbook, I quilt. Okay, the next one is Pandemic by Lone Dog. This was a free chart for, I think it was free for a week when pandemic hit. So I was able to get it free. I'm using a 28 count even weave that I hand dyed myself. And I'm using the Threadworks 10372. It has a beautiful, beautiful variegation. This is one that it's a very slow stitch. It has a total of 230 stitches. And what I did, I had this. Like I had that, so this is what I did. This is what I did. The fabric is hand dyed by me, and I love the way those color looks on it. It's tiny, very tiny, those stitches, because I'm doing 1/1, so it's very tiny. So that is Pandemic. God, this thing is falling. Hold on. Oh. I have it in a bag that is now friendly. Oh, we almost done with this bag. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So the next one is my flamingo stocking. It is from the Stony Creek Cross Stitch magazine. This is the one that I'm doing. I'm supposed to do 5. I'm using a 14-count vintage blue Ada that I buy at Hobby Lobby, and this is all I have. She was a restart. I started her in a pink fabric, but she's supposed to be at the beach, so that's why I changed it for the blue. So that's it, and I worked on it one time, and it has a total 193 stitches. So that's that. So that's my cross stitch, my flamingo bag. Okay, the next one is a kit from AliExpress. This one right here. It's monochromatic. I worked on this thing 3 times. It has a total of 945 stitches. I still have it in the hoop. Let me take it out of the hoop so you could see. So this is what I have done so far. Where is it? Like that. Hold on. Okay, so this is what I have done so far. I had done the hat in pink, but I did it with over dyes. I'm gonna do it the hat or her hair, whatever. It looks like a hat, and the fabric here is gonna be pink. Everything else is black. So that's what I have so far, and there is 945 stitches on this little thing. That's supposed to be a 24 finish. We'll see. Okay. Okay. The next one. Oh. Okay. The next one is my stitching time. It's a head. Artwork by Amy Stewart and charter by from a head. I started this one on 1/1/2023. Was my New Year's start. I started it in the center, but then I went to the corner. Why I started in the center, I don't know. I'm using a 14-count fabric from my stash. When I say 14-count from my stash, that means that's the fabric that I bought by the yards in 2020. I still have not cut the white one. So, yeah, so when I started it in the center, but then when I got it again, I started in the corner. So she's big. So this is what I have. So she has a total of 417 stitches, and she is at 0.6%. I have a long way to go with this. I grade my fabric. I love to grade fabric. So that is my stitching time. bag is done by me. Back when the clear vinyl fabric started being a rave, I did a couple. I think I had like 3 of them. I don't like them, so I only did 3 of them. Not my taste, so I don't do them no more. Okay, the next one. The monthly houses that I was doing as a series. I gotta get back to them. This is the January house. I only worked on it for one time, and I put 106 stitches. I started it on 1/1/23 when I did my 55 by 55 challenge, and this is all I have. I'm using an 18 count vintage fabric gray that I buy at Hobby Lobby. I had a front, so this is all I have, and that is 106 stitches. That's it. Oh, when I started in 2023, I started this way, but the fabric was bigger, and I realized with the half, when I cut the fabric in half, that half I could cut it in half and another house fit, so I could do 4 houses with one of the piece of fabric. So this is what I had done at the beginning, and then I started. You gotta save on fabric when you can. So that was my January house. And the last one in this bag, I still got 3 more in this bag. Okay, the next one that I work on is another one that is supposed to be a finish for 2024. Is this kit that I bought at Joann. I just work here. I'm using a 14 count. Oh, it comes with a 14 count fabric. This is what I have, and that is a total of 766 stitches. It's supposed to be a finish in 2024. I think next time I grab it, it could be a finish because she is done. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not stressing. I guess whatever finish, I finish. I started it. Did I say no? I started it on 8/23/23 for the 55 by 55 challenge. Okay, the next one is another kit that I have from AliExpress. I started it on 10/12/23 for the 55 by 55 challenge. I'm using the 18 count fabric that comes with it, so that is what I'm supposed to work on. And this is all I have, and that is a total of 215 stitches. So that is my baker's wife. Okay, the last one in this bag, it is a kit that I'm doing from that, but I do have the original, the Tilton Craft, but I'm doing a printed kit. So that is the printed kit. I don't know if I want to do the face of the lady to see if I like it. If not, I am gonna restart it with the original. But for now, I still want to try. I still want to give the benefit of the doubt of the printed kit. So next time I grab it, I I said that last time I want to work on it. The needle minder is done by me, but I bought the acrylic thing. I bought it from a distash, and then I just put the magnets and converter and a thing. So that's that, and all I have there is 75 stitches on her hair. And I started her on 10/12/2023 for my 55 by 55 challenge. I still want to try that printed kit and see. So I am going to continue working on it, and if I don't like it, then I have the original that I could work on it. I bought the kit first, and then I bought the original. Okay, so that's it for this bag. Let me put it down so I could bring the other one up. Let me move this so I could move. Okay, so right now everything. So those are the ones that they were my whips, my old projects that I work on it. Whatever I'm going to show you now, from now on, everything that I started on 2024. And let me drink a little bit of soda because I'm thirsty. Okay, I'm gonna pause here. 7 o'clock. I'm gonna pause here, go feed my dog, and then I'll come back. Okay, I am back. So what I'm going to show you now is what I started since January 2024. Okay, this is the first one? 27. No, I still got 1, 2, 3 before I start. So this is a whip that I started for my 55 by 55 on 10/12/23. I worked on it one time and I put 215 stitches. So this is what I have. Oh, let me show you what it's supposed to look like, right? This is what it's supposed to look like. And this is what I have. Stitching on black is not easy, but we do it. So that is that one. So let's put that one in the back. Okay, the next one that I'm going to show you is my friend sampler. I worked on this thing 7 times. I'm doing it as a stitch along with my friend Christine. Hi Christine, I know I fell off the wagon, but I will try to get back on it. So it's friends. These are the bags that I create for my cube nap, and I make this out of kitchen towels from Dollar Tree. I just do like a pillowcase and keep my projects that I'm in Q-Snap clean. So this is what I have so far. I gotta go back on this because I love this piece. So I have a total of 1,714 stitches through all that. This burger took forever to do, but I love the way it's coming out. I gotta go back to this. So yeah, so that is my friends. And then like I put yeah, this is done out of kitchen towels from Dollar Tree. And then I put a label so I could know what's inside. I got a whole bunch of towels that I gotta do for my Q-Snaps. Well, too many crafts and little time. Someday. Okay, so that was my friends. Let's put it there. And my friend bag that I created. These are the type of bags that I like. I don't put fancy fabric inside because nobody sees inside. So that is my friends. The next one, it is my Snow Queen. I only stitch on this piece when it's snow. So I touched this 7 times this year so far. So Mirabilia Snow Queen. I started it on 11/28/23. I'm using a 16 count 8-out winter mist by Stitch Me, and I have it in. I got these bags at Hobby Lobby for $1.25. So, and my 11x11 Q snap fit perfect there. So this is what I'm using for my, and this is what I have so far. So, and like I said, I touched this 7 times, and I have a total of 1,016 stitches in it. She will come back again in the winter. So that is that one, okay? So that was my Snow Queen by Mirabilia. The next one that I touch is, that's not it. Nope, this is not it. There you go, right here. I didn't pull it out. This was my New Year's star for this year. It's by Inglesium Imaginarium. Do not fit the plan. I bought the kit from Stitch Me, so I bought the fabric. Excuse me. I bought the fabric. I bought the pattern. And I bought the silk. So I'm doing silk, the silk conversion. Beautiful colors. And from this one on, they're all new stars from 2024. And this is all I have done. The fabric is beautiful. I love this Stitch Me fabric. I miss being in that club, but right now I can't be on it. So whenever the economy gets better, I will get back on it because I miss her fabric. Her fabric is beautiful. I love the way I dye fabric, but I miss her upper listen fabric. I miss it. So whenever I can get back to it, I will. So this is all I have done, and that is 184 stitches. So I'm trying to see what is. Oh, I did a center star. So what I'm working is this right here. I'm trying to figure it out where I'm at. But this is what I'm working right here, the center. So that, and look how beautiful is this fabric. Beautiful fabric. There you go. There you go. That's. Love, love, love this piece. I have not touched it since January 1st, so I really need to get on this. I mean, it needs to come out in my rotation because it's whatever comes out in my rotation. That's how I work. It needs to get back because I love that piece. And I think I am gonna do like next year. It's like I want to put goals in it. I get all my ideas for Jennifer, the Caffeinated Crafter. I love the way she works her rotation and all that, and that's what I'm implementing now when I come back, is pulling out the things but I don't have a set goal. Next year I am gonna do goals on it, like stitches or area to finish, to give it a little more, spice it up a little bit. Okay, the next one that this one right here. This one is by Puntini Craft Supplies. She did, Jennifer the Crafting Stitcher did. That's why when I saw it, I ran and got it. I would not buy craft supply. I will not buy craft supplies this month, and other lies I tell myself. Love that. I need to do this twice. One for the cross stitch room and one for the craft room. I started this on I don't have a start. I know I started it in 1/1/24. Also, this was my second. I started 2 on New Year's Eve. I mean on New Year's. And is that I'm recycling the fabric. This is where I started my flamingo stacking, but you cannot do it in pink, and she's on the beach, right? So then this is 14 count touch up pink. I got a couple of years ago, 1, 2, 3 stitch, and this is what I have so far, and that is, I touch it one time, that is 184 stitches, and I did that. Oh yeah, this is wrong because I started this, but I worked it again because I took that for my retreat, so I touched it twice. Because I started it on 1/1, and the rest I added it on the heck, sorry. I'm trying to find my app. Then I worked it because I remember taking that to the retreat and working on it. What is this called? Don't buy craft supplies. Well, I don't see it. Oh. Yeah, you see, I started it on January 1st, but then I took it to the retreat that I went in April, and I worked on it for, I think it was an hour and a half. So I have 500. Oh yeah. I'm just looking at the wrong thing. Yeah, I touched it twice, and I have a total of 545 stitches. So when I started it, all I did was and then not buy, and all these icons I did it in the retreat. And this is one. No, it's not supposed to be a finish. I would love to have a finish, but I say maybe 2 to 3 times it will finish. So that is Craft Supplies and Other Lies. Okay, the next one is my Frozen Rabbit 2024 style. I don't have a current April. I do have the mini, but I don't know where it's at. But anyway, this is why this is until April, but May and June and July already came out. I have not downloaded. I need to go download it. I'm using a 28 count even wheat Lugana in white. I'm using a silk by Be Stitch Me. It's called Broken Heart. beautiful color. I have worked on this 2 times, and all I have is 174 stitches. It's still in my hoop, and that's all I have right here. Love the variegation on that thing. I love it. So that's all I have. I gotta print the 3 months that I haven't print. Okay, the next one. It is a printed kit. It is a memorabilia. If you've been in my channel, you know the story. I'm not gonna repeat myself. If you're new here, go check my previous whip parade where I explain myself. So I'm not gonna continue explaining myself. So this is all I have. Spring Queen is a memorabilia. It's out of print. If you want to buy it, it costs an arm and a leg. I have a printed kit. That's what I'm doing. And I had touched it once and I put 200 stitches. And those stitches are in her face. Right here. That's all I have. There's 200 stitches right here. Can't wait to get back to her. So that is Queen Spring. The next one is another one that I love, and I only touched it one. I gotta get back to this thing. It is the Twisted Rainbow Sampler. I am doing it in black, but I am doing it in different pink colors, different shades of pink and a variegated pink, and a 14 count black Ada. These are all the colors that I'm using for it, different shades of pink, and the variegated is this one, which I love. I started this on 1/9/23, and I'm using a 14 count Ada black that I purchased by the yard a couple of years ago, and this is all I have. This is all I have. It's supposed to be diagonal. The pattern is you stitch it diagonal, which is giving me the hardest time because like I'm doing variegation and different shades of pink, so it's a little hard to stitch, but I'll get the hang of it. And I only touched it once and I put 80 stitches, so that's what we have here, 80 stitches. I can't wait to work on this thing again. So that is my Twisted Rainbow. Okay. Next one. It is Smurfy Valentine. I got this from an app that I'm no longer subscribed to it. So one of the projects I think I'm gonna have to scratch it because I didn't collect the other parts of the style. But this one I did print a whole bunch. But this one I love. Who doesn't love the Smurfs? I grew up with the Smurfs and love Smurfette. And I'm using a 22 count white fabric that I get, white Ada that I get from Joanne. I touched this twice and I put, it has a total 191 stitches. And I started with her hair and then I went to the color, to the blue. Love those colors. They are so vibrant. Love, love, love it. So that is my Smurfette. Okay, the next one is another Patreon by Teresa Cougar. I had to pause that subscription also. and I will renew it when I can. This was from January, and I love that. I'm using an 18 count Ada vintage. It's the gray Ada that I use. I'm using my own colors by this is the Gentle Art Hibiscus. This is Stitch Me SOTO Silk. So I'm using a combination the over dyes and silk by Stitch Me. And this is what I have. And that is, I only touch it twice. That is 143 stitches right there. I don't need the whole fabric. So this is the fabric that I use for the houses. So if I divide it in half and then the other half, I could do 4 houses on them. So that is my Valentine heart in hand. Okay, the next one is a Stitch Rovia. Again, another one that I got enabled by Jennifer. I started it on 122.22. I'm using a 14 count Ada. I got in the monthly houses, but from AliExpress, but because I substitute to that gray fabric, so I have a whole bunch of these little pieces, and that's my PhD. If I show you what it looked like. It says, I'm working on my PhD and cross-stitch projects half done. Then I gotta do one for scrapbooking too, because I have projects half done there too. So that is my PhD, and I worked it once, and that is 114 stitches right there. That's another one that I would love to have finished. It's not in my 2024 finish, but okay. So this is the Teresa Cougar. I do have part 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, I think. But this is the only one that I have right here. This is a 2-year thing. So I'm still in part 1. I started it on 123.24. I'm using a 14 count Ada that I have for my stash, and this is all I have. I'm still working in part 1. I'm still working in that tree right here. And I have worked on it one time, and that is 355 stitches. Needle minder done by me. So that is my Teresa Cougar stitch along. I do have the other pieces. I downloaded it. I haven't printed the cover. Okay, let's see. We're almost done. Oh, let me put this there. Okay, the next one. It is the one I love, and I gotta go back to this. This is Laca Papi. This is a Bella Filipina, which I love this. I have like I think 10 that I purchased. I started her, if I found a little card. I started her on 126.24. I'm using a Stitch Me fabric of the month, and I don't know where the little paper is. Oh, it's in the it's still stuck in the thing. So that's my Bella Filipina. And the new one that came out, I gotta get it. It's beautiful. The one that came out for, it was for his birthday and Pride and all that stuff. It's like a Mardi Gras kind of girl. I need to have that one. So I will get that one. Okay, so I'm using a Huntress fabric by Stitch Me. Oh, this is not color, the fabric of the month. This one I purchased. Ain't that look beautiful? I work on her twice. I lost it. I work on her twice, and I put 1,071 stitches. I gotta get back to her. Those colors pop in that fabric. And I'm not a green color person, but I like this fabric because it's muted, and those colors, oh my god, I'm in love. I gotta get back on her. I really do. So that is Like a Poppy. The next one that I work this is the one that I think I'm dropping, or try to go I mean, I could always resubscribe to the app and wait and just download all of them, and that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wait until the soft finish, which is finished in December. So then I am gonna subscribe to the app for 1 month and just download all of them. So I'm gonna continue working on it because I have 1, 2. No, 1, 2. I think I had this one and this one and this one. So I still could work on it. I was gonna drop it, but I like it, so I am gonna continue. And then when the thing is done, I gonna resubscribe to that app and just download the pitch. This is and finish it. So this is called Stitcher Paradise. It's a South. Oh, you see, so I have, this is part 3. So I have 1, 2, and 3, and I'm still working on 1. So yeah, so I got 1 that's still working, 2 and 3. So and then I'm gonna wait until it's done and download it. And I'm using a 18 count fabric that I got at Hobby Michael's, and I started it on 127.24, and this is all I have, and that is 126 stitches. Oh, I lost the magnet. 124 stitches. So I was gonna drop it, but I'm gonna continue working on it because who knows when this thing is gonna come out again. I just gotta at the end of the month, at the end of the year, get all the pieces together. Okay, the next one. It is my February house. I started this on 128.24. I'm using an 18 count vintage fabric. That's the same fabric I'm using for all of them. And this is where I'm at. I'm very advanced in this one. This one I touched it twice, and I did 266 stitches. I gotta go back to what I was doing there. Whatever this monthly, work on it for the month for that month to see if I could finish it or a thing. I just got lazy and lost my mojo for a minute, but you know, it happens. It's okay. Like you saw my numbers. I'm doing great. Because I had the finished piece for these pieces, but So that was my February house. Okay, the next one is my Rain Queen. It's a mirror, a Nora cover. This was the one that took over the Snow Queen, because it doesn't snow in spring, summer, and fall, right? So this one, every time it rains, I'm supposed to take it out. It had rains many days, and I have not taken it out. I have worked on her 3 times only, and I have put a total of 267 stitches. The fabric that I'm using is a vintage top that I get at Hobby Lobby, and this is what I have done so far. So there is 267 stitches here. I love that fabrics. So that is my Rain Queen. Okay, the next one. This is one that I charted myself. I saw the image floating in the internet. I grabbed it. I took it to a program that I use, and made a chart out of it. I called the cross stitch holder. It says I'm not a cross stitch holder. I'm simply getting ready to the possibility to have 184 years to do nothing but stitch. Better safe than sorry. I needed that. So I'm using a 28 count Lugana that I was in by Amy, that I was in the at the things, and these are the colors I'm using. Is DMC. I'm using DMC. As I charted, I did the colors that I wanted. So, and I'm using the color of the fabric is Crystal Ball Opal, and it was the February fabric of the month. And this is what I have so far. I started in the center, so I'm working in the word possibility. I'm working in this word right here. That's where I started, and that's what I have. That's what I have. It was the perfect fabric for the colors. I remember when I came from work that day that I had finished the thing. I came home, and this was home, and the colors perfect for this. So I started it right away. Can't wait to work on this one again. It's long. I don't know if I'm gonna use the whole fabric, but I didn't cut it. I just put it out. So I can't wait to work on this. I say that on all of them because I still love my pieces. I just get lazy. But it's okay. Like I always say, this is a hobby, not a race. And we're still doing good so far, 2024. We're doing good. I took a break. Okay, the next one, we're in the last page. So, the last one is Channel Christine, excuse the mess. This is another one that got enabled by Jennifer. Excuse the Mess by Channel Christine. I'm using a 14 count white opal from Hobby Lobby. But I hand dye it. Yeah, it was a white opal that I purchased, but I hand dye it myself. And I'm using silks for this, Big Stitch Me silks, and I'm using this color and cotton. So those are the colors that I'm doing. The fabric is hand dyed by me. It was I purchased white, but then I hand dye it myself. And this is what I have. So I have a tiny thing. I think that's in the mess. that's the mess. This is the part of the M, this is the E. So, and I work one time, and that is 104 stitches, and I love this fabric. This is the polka dot fabric that I hand dye myself. I gotta get on that. I have not forgot that I got half of giveaway to do. I just haven't get to it. Okay, so that was my Excuse the Mess. That's another piece that I love, 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 that I need to get on it. Okay, the next one is another Teresa Kogo Patreon exclusive, which I love, Needleworkers O. I changed the color of the skirt to pink, and I'm using another fabric that I hand dyed myself. It was an opalescent that a white opalescent that I bought at Hobby Lobby, but then I hand dyed it, and these are the colors that I'm using. It's a combination and over dyes like Wix dye work, classic color work, Victoria Moto, and more color and cotton, and silk by Bee Stitch Me, Fuzz Glove. And okay, and I started this one on 2/9/23, and I only work one time. And no, I worked 2 times, sorry, and I have put 272 stitches. I am working in that big dress, and I'm using the pink over dye. I think I'm using, no, that's not what I'm using. I'm using this one, which I gotta order more because I don't think I have enough for that. I don't know why I started with this one, because I don't think I have enough for this. This is Wix Dye Work Crest Metal, and that is the fabric. Well, this is the white of the of the skirt. Well, that skirt is big, so I had to order some. I don't know why I started with this one when I don't have enough. Beats me. Beats me why I started with that one. Okay, and the fabric is Crystal Rose. That's the ones that I hand dye myself. It's very soft, but it has more mottling. You can see the soft mottling on it. So that is the Needleworkers O. Okay, the next one is another Teresa Cougar thing. It was a 2022 Patreon. I was not in Patreon at that time, but this is the reason I joined Patreon, because I saw the Virginia Stitcher, Vicky the Virginia Stitcher stitching it, and I went and joined Patreon that time and purchased, because you could purchase the pass. They had like a hidden store where you could purchase past Patreon charts, very affordable, $2 to $3, max $5. So I went and bought it. I loved it. I'm using a 18 count Ada Gilded by Mystic fabric. It was fabric of the month in July 2020. I guess I was shortly in that how'd this go? I think like this, yeah. So this is all I have. Yeah, the beginning of this right here, this flower, this right here. I can't wait to work on this again. I worked one time and I put 132 stitches. I can't wait to work on it. So that is that. That is that. So that is Remember Me by Teresa Cougar. she's one of my favorite designers besides Vida Amelia and Filipina. The next one is another Teresa Kruger Patreon, and it's the Prime Witch. Love her. I started her on 2/13/24, and I'm using a Color and Cotton Fabric of the Month for 2020, and it's called Moss. I didn't like the color, so I over dyed it, and I like a little better. You see, I added all the modulation, I added all those colors to it, so I over dyed it, and now I like it. At the beginning I didn't like it, and I did, and then I was like, let's see if I could over dye it, and I was able to. So that is Prime Wedge right there, and that I'm using a taupe green on her face, so she is sparkly. Her face is sparkly. Let me see, the camera doesn't pick it, but she's sparkly, very subtle. Yeah, there you go. Her face is sparkly, so I like that. I touched her one time, and there's 216 stitches there. So that is Miss Prime Wedge. We're almost done. Okay. Hold on. Oh, that's on this. I was like, I'm missing charts. Okay, the next one is Miss Queen Bee. It's a Nora cover chart 2. I started this one on 2/16/24. I'm using a 14 count beehive fabric, meaning that the fabric has very subtle, you can see the beehive in it, and it's opalescent. I got this at Etsy, and how this go? It goes this way, and this is what I have so far. I touched her twice because she was part of my whip go, and this is what I have so far. So I had two colors there. I had the gray, and then I have the light gray. I'm working on the inside of her dress. I can't wait to get to that dress, but I'm working on the inside of it. Love it, and I love the fabric. It's so cute, and I'm only using half of it because there's another Queen Bee that I'm gonna do in the same fabric. So that is Miss Queen Bee. Okay, next one. This is Stabby by the Stitcher Hood. Love this. I'm using a 14 count Ada fabric that I hand dyed myself. It was white opalescent, and then I hand dyed it. I started this on 2/19/20. That's all I have. Love that fabric. That's all I have. I love my opalescent fabric. That's all I have, and I worked it once, and I did 43 stitches. So I just started with the border and the S. That's it. Can't wait to touch this. This could easily be a one-day stitch. So we'll see next time it comes out. I can't wait to start pulling. I can't wait to start pulling. Okay, the next one is my March house. I had 12 of this to do, and I only had, I think, 4 started. And this is what I have. I'm using the 18 count vintage fabric. I started on the house for this one. I worked one day and it was 52 stitches. So yeah, I started working on this side of the house right here. So that's what I have, because this is where the door goes right here. Can't wait to work in these little houses. I'm going to start the July now in July. So that is that. The next one, this was a freebie. I'd Rather Be Stitching by Cherry Hill Stitchery. I started this on my retreat. No. I'd Rather Be Stitching. Didn't I took this to the retreat? Yeah. So that is not, I'm looking at the wrong line. Yeah. I touched it twice and I had 368 stitches. I'm using a 14 count fabric that I purchased and then I hand dyed myself. And I started it, and I think when I started it, all I had was the ID, and I did the rest in the retreat. And this is another one that is almost done because the letter is already done. All I gotta do is this flower, finish this flower, and all I gotta do is the border, the top border and the last border, and it's done. So this is another one that it's a finish. It's not listed as a finish for 2024, but next time I touch it, it will be a finish. It will be a finish. You see, looking at this, it's like, I want to stitch. I want to stitch. I want to stitch. Looking at it, I want to stitch. It's like, I need to get back to this thing. I love my pieces so much. Okay, the next one is an Easter Bunny. It's a freebie from a website that I'm subscribed. I get all these molds for free. But if you're not subscribed, you could pay $1 for it. This was printed from there. It's a Happy Easter. I'm using a 14 count Ada from Color and Cotton from 2020. I don't even know the name of it no more because I don't have the card. But it's a old. So this is all I have. I only touched it twice and I had 200 stitches there. So that is my Easter Bunny. Okay, the next one. It is another one from the Stitcher Hood, and that's 2, but I'm working on this one. I haven't started the one in the bottom yet. And again, this is another one that is a one-day stitch. So this one is called Follow Through. Always plan ahead. Well, obviously you didn't plan ahead because the D didn't fit. Love those things. The fabric that I'm using is a 14 count fabric that I hand dyed myself. This one doesn't have a name. This one I named it Love Letter, but I hand dyed it in white, plus I hand dyed it with the beige, and this is the beige foundation. I love the way it came out. So this is what I have. I worked 2 times and I have 383 stitches on it. and I don't think I will use the whole thing, but wait, this is not it. Oh, it's this one that I'm working. I was like, that's not the letters for that. This one, I never finished anything. So yeah, I will need half of this fabric. It will be like maybe up to here. So yeah, I was like, those letters don't match the always. So yeah, I can't wait to work on that either. I can't wait to work on none of my projects. Okay, I think that's it. No, okay. So now let's. The next one is the April house. April house of the month. I'm using the same fabric. That's all I have, which is I started in the roof of the house, and I touched it one time, 52 stitches. That's it, part of the roof. I started this one in April 13, 2024. Okay, the next one. It's called it's Stitchographic. It was a work cross stitch day for 2021 pattern by the Fat Quarter Shop. I purchased the kit. So actually I purchased the pattern and the floss, and the floss is Cosmo, and this is my first time using this floss, and I love the way they stitch. They are very, very, very soft. They feel like silk. I don't know if they're supposed to be silk. Ooh, I was showing you the pattern that is in the back. Anyway, I'm using a 14 count white, but 14 or 16? 16 count Ada by Hobby Lobby in white, because I want all those colors to pop, and that's all I have. So I touched it one time and I did 170 stitches and hoop. I have a lot of work to stitch, and then I'm gonna finish it just like it. I am gonna order that from where I bought all my wood pieces to finish. She has a bobbin, so I'm gonna order one. Hi. Wait, I dropped the magnet for my little thing. So that is my Stitchographic. Okay, next one. It is a AliExpress kit. This one right here. I started it on 5/5/24 for Stitch Mania. It's a 14 count printed kit, and this is all I have right there. This right here, these few stitches. So I work only one time, and I put 85 stitches. So that's it is right here. This, and this. That red is not stitched. And that's it. I am with this one, I am a 0.07%. That is a full coverage little piece. That is that. Okay, the next one. It is another Heaven on Earth design. Art is by Randall Sprangler, and it's Mini Rose Tallis in. Love, love, love that. I'm using a 22 count 22 count fabric by that I got Michaels, and I started it on 5/12/24 for Stitch Mania. I have a very small start, and that's all I have right there. And that is, I touch it only once, and that is 116 stitches, and I am 0.2%. I could give you percentage on the full coverage, but the other one, the percentage doesn't work because I still haven't figured it out not to count stitches. So I ain't gonna stress about that. So love this piece and all the pets that I have. So that is that one. We got 2 more and we are done. The next one is Madame Chantilly, and it's the 4th of July tier tray. I have all of them. I need to get the cross stitch one. I haven't ordered that one yet. So that is that. I'm doing them all in the same fabric. It is the 418 count vintage. It's the fabric that I use for the house too. I started this on 5/17/24 for Stitch Mania. And I'm stitching white, and it's a little hard to see, but that's all I have. And this is the dress of the girl. So right here, this is what I'm doing right here, the dress of the girl. Once I put the gray and the things around, you'll be able to see the white. But that's what I'm working at. That's what I'm working at. So I work it one time and I put 102 stitches. Hopefully by for my next week parade, I have work on it. But at least it's touched in 2024. It will start in 2024. My goal is to touch all my old whips, the whips that I started with, to touch this. So my goal is to every year is to touch every single of my projects. Ooh, that don't go there. That goes here. And the last one, but not least, is the Madame Chantilly spring tray. And this one is same fabric. I started it on 5/17/24 for Stitch Mania, and I'm using the vintage fabric again. And this one I work on it one time, and I started in the center. I start mostly in the center, and what I'm doing is the base of the tray. This is what the girl's cane goes through. So that's it. So that is all the projects that I have touched. All whips, the whips that I started the year with that I have touched so far, and all the new starts that I have done so far. So yeah, that's all I have, and I still got all those there that I have not touched. And hopefully by the end of the year I have touched all of them. So that's what I wanted to share with you guys. Thank you for watching. Hopefully I'll come back soon with a floss tube, but until then, thank you for watching. Bye now.